Welcome to Solar Study course. In previous lecture, it was seen about the how to do parameter extraction using datasheet. So we took some of the datasheet and we have analyzed that one, and we have got the IV curve for the different irradiation and for different temperature, and we did the set of equation that is derived from the single diode model. So using that single diode model, we generate the eta, RS, RSH, photo current, saturation current. These five parameter we have derived. So using Python programming, we have calculated this equation. We got some nonlinear equation. Solving that nonlinear equation, we got the three parameter, and finally we have calculated IPH and ISAT. So we got five parameters. So using this five parameter, we put into a standard IV curve equation that is called single diode model with a different temperature and different irradiation. And we put that one and we plotted. For different voltage, we have plotted the IV curve. So that we have did in the last class. So now what we will do? Now we will see the SCADA data. So now installation is done, basics is done. So you know about the programming. So now what we will do after installation, there will be some kind of data. So whatever we have learned previously, like irradiation data, sun path, and some of the voltage data, current generation data, that and all present in the data acquisition system. This is called SCADA system or SCADA data. Welcome to lecture 25, Solar SCADA data. Myself Karthikeyan. So let's begin with the SCADA data. What is that? Where and all it is using? So first of all, what is SCADA? It is nothing but supervisory control and data acquisition system. See, in this image you can see that here there are computer interface. So what it will do actually, there are so many data are coming. That may be a kind of temperature data, wind data, or combustion data, or current generated data. That and all connected to the computer system. So what it will do computer system? It will sense the each of the object, like what is the current in the particular sensor, how much radiation is coming from the sun, and how much it will getting to the irradiation sensor. So we have seen in the one of the example, like radiometer is used for the measuring irradiation. So this radiometer is containing the some of the electronics component, and this electronics component generate the signal, and this signal is transferred through the computer and stored in a local area network or some server, and using some programming that is called PLC programming, programmable logic control. Using that program, we can fetch the data and store in a particular location. So whenever plant runs, whenever data started, like suppose we will take the sun. When sun is rising, it start producing the irradiation. So that is incident on the solar panel. It will generate the current. So what it will do? There will be some of the sensor, irradiation sensor, that will capture the irradiation data and it will store. So in this image you can see what and all it containing: historian and master terminal unit and human machine interface, because if something happen we have to see for that one human machine, that is nothing but computer only. And may and master terminal unit where all the data are processed, and there will be some backup data that is called historian. Then all the processed data is stored in a particular location that is called WAN, wireless area network, or you can use local area network, LAN also, and also server. Basically WAN is nothing but one of the server. So then using intelligent endpoint device, this is the some device that we can monitor and controlling. Also we can use the programmable logic controller. Basically it is called as a PLC. Again we can monitor the data. And a remote terminal unit, some other side, like if I want to access around 500 kilometer away, like I'm presenting in some remote location, or I'm presenting in some of the location. If data is or any plant is presented in the remote location, I want to access. Using that time I can use a remote terminal unit. And in the plant also there will be a many monitoring system which will monitor every day how much radiation is coming, how much wind speed is coming. That and all we can see in the data acquisition system. Okay, so this acquiring the all kind of data is called that SCADA or SCADA. Anything is fine. So where and all this SCADA system is used? Mainly for solar power plant. Another one is the wind power plant, nuclear plant, chemical industry, any manufacturing industry. So that and all several data are presenting. Like in chemical industry, there may be like how much chemical has been imported, how much chemical has been exported. That and all we can use. And manufacturing industry also, like how much manufactured unit has been generated, how much export has been taken. That and all monitored using SCADA system. So this is the basic of SCADA data. Next we will go for the solar SCADA. What is solar SCADA? Okay. So now we are going through only solar SCADA data. So first of all, these are the interface how solar SCADA data system look like. See here you can see the inverter name and what is the generated irradiance, because we know that irradiation plot is looks like this. It is a bell curve. Then energy production, then other analysis, what and all circuit breaker doing, how much current is coming, then wind data. That and all we can see. This is one of the computer interface. This I took from the internet. Also same thing, where and all it is currently active, how many inverter are connected. See you can see here how many inverter, how many strings, how many panel, how many are currently active. This green is indicating the active inverters and red is an inactive inverters. That and all we can see in the monitor. So finally what and all SCADA data containing? One is inverter generation data. Okay, what is the generator? So suppose radiation is incident on the panel. So then it will obviously it will produce the voltage and current that will goes to the SMB, that is called string monitor box. From the string all the current and voltages are fed into the inverter. What inverter will do? It will convert like DC current which is coming from the solar panel, that will convert it into AC. So that is called inverter generation data. Okay. And next thing is weather monitoring station data. What is that weather monitoring? There may be some weather station which is present in the solar plant. According to the weather changes, it monitor that change in weather. So it is also connected to the one of the SCADA system, and it will monitor weather. And also it containing the wind. There may be some wind may be coming. Also we can get the wind monitoring data. Then next is SMD data. This is nothing but string monitoring box, SMB. It containing the all the inverter connected to it, and also whatever solar panel is installed, we can call it as a array of solar panels which is connected to the SMB. Typically each power plant, let's suppose take 10 megawatt power plant. In 10 megawatt power plant, there may be 5 to 6 SMB will be there. So according to the inverter, there may be a number of SMB. So suppose I am using 1.25 megawatt inverter. That one inverter containing 9 SMBs. So each SMB is producing around a 900 voltage DC link. So if you calculate with the 900 volt, each is producing around 120 ampere. You will almost get 1.25 megawatt. You can calculate, no problem. So similarly, each SM is connected 11 to 12 strings. What is the string? That is the wire is coming from the solar panel or array of panels. Each string is containing around 20 to 40 modules. So that is nothing but one string containing 40 module. There may be a 12 string which is present in a 1 SMB. So 40 into 12. So 480 panel in a 1 SMB. So similarly, what happened if we consider the 9 SMBs, because 1.2 megawatt plant containing the 9 SMB. So each SMB containing 12 string and each string containing the 48 panels. So 576, almost 576 panel for 1 SMB. Like this you will having 9 SMBs. So 5184 panel it containing. So suppose if we take 5000 into 230 watt panel, it is almost giving 1.19 megawatt. You can calculate. So that much data you will get. And another thing is irradiation data. So I have already told that irradiation is incidenting on the solar panel. So irradiation meter, that radiometer, collect all the data information. It will store in a server, and later we can access that one. So what is the main benefit of solar SCADA? This is nothing but if something goes wrong in the power plant. So I am presenting in one of the room, I am just monitoring. If something goes bad in the power plant, then I can see the red alert. So I suddenly go to the main control unit or control section. I just shut down the inverter performance, or I can shut down that particular inverter where that something bad happened. Okay, that is the main use of SCADA data, because it is taking all the data in live. It is not like that today all the radiation is coming, we can get the live all the data in tomorrow. It is not like that. All the data is monitoring system which are we can see here. This is the live data. So if something goes bad, we can directly see in the here some of the problem has been occurred. We have to overcome that one, and if something necessary we want to take, we just shut down the system. Like this we can do. So similarly, it is one of the main benefit of the SCADA system. So there are so many companies are producing the data acquisition system, that may be containing some they are having inbuilt like waveform. So after the all data acquisition has been stopped, it will automatically generate the curves. And some of the data acquisition system does not have these features. They can only do the acquisition and stored, and storing it is in the form of CSV or Excel. And different type of companies are having different SCADA system. So this is the typical SCADA system. So we will see some of the power plant SCADA and what and all it will containing in the actual SCADA data. I have got some of the dummy SCADA and I have downloaded. Let's see that one. So now what we will do, we will see the some of the power plant data. So let's go the one of the power plant. See here I have included plant 1 data, and this is one of the type of SCADA data system, plant 1. And in the plant 2 there will be energy, inverter, SMB data, weather monitoring station data. So like different kind of thing it is having. So as I told earlier, there may be a different companies are doing different kind of data. So first we will see the plant one data, how it will look like. So first, this is the interface. Whenever we open, we are getting like this. In the below, you can see here four sheets. First sheet is solar data, second is inverter data, third is weather data, fourth is TVM data. It is also voltage and other data. So let's see one by one. So what will happen in this one? What and all it will containing? Let's see. So I just do this one. So this is time. What and all it containing? Let's see. I will select this one. So this is the date and time. It will include. So first is serial number. Second, date and time. So it will containing 2016 one of the data. It is started from 23:45 from night. Okay, then after it will take 0 minutes 45 to 55:60. Then again after 15 minutes. Then after 30. Then 45. Then 1. So this data acquisition is happening for every 15 minutes. Okay, this is in hour and minute format on that data. So you can see on 22nd and 23rd. This is from 23rd to from where morning each time, like it is 0th hour, 1 hour, 2 hour. So 24 hour with each time is 15 minutes. For 1 hour I will get the 4 data point or 4 frequency of data sets. So for one day I will get the 48 data sets. You can see here 423, see 48 or more, because here column has been skipped. So it is 48, 423. So each hour is containing 15 minutes. So 1 hour is for 4 sections. So like this it will acquiring. So next section we will see the generation. What and all it will containing at the generation. That is grid connected. What is the energies should be? It is at the 33 kilovolt and frequency at a 33 kilovolt. Then active power. What is active power I am getting? That is for 33 kilovolt system. Then active power for the 220 kilowatt, because we know that whatever is feeding grid, that is having 33 kilovolt. Then what is the output? That is depending on the power plant. Okay, so how much it is generating? See, 22,329. That much energy is generated. This is during entire day. So what will happen? We will see here. So there will be some of the variation. You can see here. Wait, let me check. Okay, this is the energy at 33 megawatt hour. Then what is the frequency? That should be a 50 hertz. So that is also I am getting. Then active power. What is the power is coming? It is in a megawatt. That is 1 megawatt, 2.14, like this. Then we will see the weather report. Weather also coming here. So weather, what and all it will contain? One is solar insolation. That is nothing but irradiation. Then ambient temperature. Then wind speed. What is the wind speed? Okay, that we can see here. In night there will be no radiation, so that's why I'm getting 0. So here all the 0. Then as sun in rises, see this is 5:45. At 6 o'clock sun will be started rising. That time irradiation will increases, say up to where around maximum 9:31. That may be at 12 o'clock. See, at 11:30 it is reaches maximum irradiation. So I get the irradiation data. Similarly, ambient temperature, that is 25 to 33 degrees Celsius. Then next it is the wind speed. What is the wind speed in, we will see, that is 2 mph per hour, meter per hour. Okay, 1 2, there will be variation, that kind of data I will get. Then now, what is the output of the inverter generation data? Okay, see, this is inverter power. Here in this power plant we can see inverter 1 2 3 up to 10 inverters are present. Everyone is kilowatt rating, that may be a 10 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt, or depending on the rate of the inverter they have getting the output. See, at the night time there will be no radiation, that will include 0. So in some of the point it is shows negative, it's okay, that may be a mismatch in the scale data, it's okay, no problem, we are just analyzing one of the demo data, it's okay. So this is the inverter. Here we can see 200 kilowatt, 300, like that I will get. Then this is the average output. Then average input, which is coming to the inverter, that is nothing but input power, that is in a DC, because whatever power is coming to inverter, that is in a DC form, and inverter is converting from DC to AC. See here, that is in input is in the kilowatt at the DC input, that is also you can see here. For inverter 1 it is going from 97 to 360, 355, again 390. Whenever sun sets it will reaches to 0. Okay, so similarly for the different inverters, inverter 10 it is added. So this is the one of the SCADA data. In sheet 1 they are doing the solar data, whatever coming is from the solar, that are acquired in the data acquisition system. So next we will go for the inverter data. What is the inverter data? This is nothing but the output of the entire plant. Like I'm combining 10 inverter, whatever generation is coming out from the transformer, that is called inverter data. See, inverter 1 to 10 it is there, these and all feeding to the grid. So because after inverter we require to step up, because we have to match the 33 kilowatt, so that time we require transformer. Okay, that transformer output which is feeding to the grid, that is shown here. So how much power is feeding that and all you can see here. This is nothing but typically inverter data. So similarly there will be again we can see the how much input DC power is containing, that and all we can see. Same thing whatever we have seen in the solar data, same thing it is acquired in the inverter data set. So here we will get the output from the inverter, also output from the transformer we can basically, or else we can tell that it is how much power is feeding to the grid. That's it, simple. That is in the sheet 2. Next we will see the weather data. Same thing, whatever is present here, see weather report, that is also stored in a separate data. So same thing, solar radiation, ambient temperature and wind rate, that is they have put here. This is already done in the program. So only we have to do is just we have to download that SCADA from the data acquisition system. So this is the interface from the one of the company. They have put the data in this format. Like sheet 1 is containing the entire solar data. First one is specifically inverter data. Second one is the weather data, and third one is the TVM. This is nothing but a net export and import. So which containing the net export energy and active power. So In power system you have know that apparent power and active power. Okay, so what is the active power it is generating from the inverter, that and all we can see here. So this is one of the power plant of the SCADA data. This is named as a plant 1. Okay, this is one of the SCADA system. So now let's go for the another plant SCADA data, what and all it containing. This is one of the data acquisition system manufactured has design like this of the interface. Also there may be a different type of interface you can see here. So according to the interface there will be a different type of acquisition system. So plant 1 is over. Okay, now we will see plant 2. This is energy data, inverter data, SMB data and WMS data. These four are containing the SCADA data of a plant 2. So first I will open the energy data. Wait a second, let's open it. Yes. So now in this one here you can see this is also same kind of that interface, but the modification is different. It containing only one data. Okay, so here what and all we can see here, let's see, it is same as date and time, net energy export. There also there will be energy export here also. Then radiation, active energy export, then active energy import, then active power, export 1, export 2, then import 1, import 2, then total next export 1, net export 2. So in this power plant we can see that there are many grid system. So some of the small power plant like a 10 megawatt power plant that containing the single grid, then it is directly distributed. And very big power plant like 50 megawatt, 100 megawatt power plant, they are having different section of grid, that may be call it as a small grid or microgrid, that kind of a system. So at that time there will be a different type of energy exports. So here you can see the all the export. Okay, see this is so many data. So if I do the small, you can see here these many data. Whenever there is no data we have to assume that there is a night time. During the night time there is no data. So what we will do now, so here also acquisition system has been done in a 15 minute. So they have mentioned the date and time. Okay, so whatever included 0, that is nothing but night time. So whenever sun started rising you will get the data. Okay, again it will become 0. So this is one of the energy data. So same thing, using just a Python program, you will call the this name SCADA data name and start plotting it. So you will get the active power, irradiation power, and you will just merge all. So you will get the very good curve with the data analysis system, and you will put here wherever it is required. So next we will see the inverter data. See here, we can see, right? Wait a minute. So now let's open the inverter data, SMB data and WMS data. So first I will see the inverter data, what and all it will containing. Yeah, this is the inverter. So in this SCADA data, it is also indicating the date and time. Okay, then DC input voltage. So we have to see because it is started from the 0, then after that 0 is going on. So whenever sunrises will be happening, it is at 6:30 a.m. I will get the radiation. So now I will get the DC input voltage. Similarly, it containing the DC input current, DC input power. In previous SCADA system, it does not containing any input voltage current. Directly they have given the input power. Also they have given in this one, you can see here what is the AC output voltage at the R and Y phase. At the inverter output side there will be a three phase, because we are talking in the grid, we are feeding to the grid, there will be three phase system, that is R, Y and B. So what is the output at the each phase R and Y? It should be 360 to 430. So phase voltage that we have to get. So generally what is it is there, it is 360, it is constant almost. Then it will vary. See after, yeah, after radiation is started, that phase voltage will be changing. 350, 350, almost it is 350. Okay. Then similarly for Y and B, B and R. Then also they have given the each phase current, R phase, Y phase, B phase. Then finally output power. Okay, in kilowatt, 18,800 kilowatt. Morning I will get the around 130 kilowatt. From there to around maximum is 738 kilowatt it will generate. Similarly frequency it is almost 50. Then total energy has been generated per day. So it is in kilowatt hour. So energy generation. Then again total energy in megawatt, because there are so many inverter connected. This is I'm just taking, see the, it is only the one SMB data, not continuously all the SMB data, one of the SMB. So if we minimize this one, you will see how many month of data. Let's see, this is starting from 6/1 January to where, yes, here. Yes, there are around 11 days of data we have, 1st January to 11. So this is one of the SCADA system. Again we will just see the SMB data, what and all it containing. So I previously explained that each XMB containing around 10 to 12 strings. So they have acquired here. So similarly date and time, then string 1 current, string 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11 string current we will get here. Similarly, what is the total bus voltage? What is the bus? The combining all the string, it is called as a one single bus. So we will see here when current is started. 0 is nothing but there is a night data. So it is around 9 ampere. Okay. So 9 ampere in each string. So we will multiply with the 9. We will take 9 as a average. 9 into 12 string, how much voltage I will get? 9 into 12, around 100 volt I should get. Then finally combining the 9 SMBs I will get the DC bus voltage. So 9 into 9, 800 voltage I should get. So this is the typical calculation. So this is nothing but string data. String is presenting in the SMB. This is also acquired. See from where to where. Let's see the data. 6/1/2018 to, it will give up to around 9. There will be 9. I'm sorry, 6 to 11. Around 8 days of data we will get. So this is SMB data. This is one of the form of a data acquisition system. Here they are containing 5 different data. Let's see final weather data. What and all it will containing? Same thing. Weather always contain, but some parameter are extra here, because different SCADA this system are acquiring in different ways. Some are acquiring all the data, like including each single string to inverter level. So here what and all it containing, see, one is irradiation milli per second, okay, WS data, wind, let's, okay, sorry, I will just add from the starting timestamp. then ambient temperature 16 degree, then another one, there will be so many temperature sensor, so ambient temperature 2, then GHI, that we have seen, global horizontal irradiance, that and all it containing, then a wind degree, how many degree it is irradiating at the angle 217, and wind speed meter per second, then average GHI, then tilt, what is the tilt angle, and at what angle irradiation is coming, so this is nothing but tilt irradiation, then same average tilt irradiation, then active power, then there are some PR and CF, that and all we know need to require, so that and all they have acquiring. So this is another wind monitoring station data. This is also same time span. I no need to explain that one. So there are different radiation, different temperature we will see here. That is also wind angle you will get. Then similarly wind speed, then irradiation, GHI, ambient temperature, that and all we will get. So these are the SCADA data. So finally what we will do, one, two, three, four. These are the four data present in one of the power plant. Let's consider this is the power plant 2, and power plant containing the only one Excel data which containing the all the parameter. Here there will be 5 different Excel sheet with a different data set. There will be a much more capability of acquisition. So finally we have seen the different type of SCADA system. There are so many SCADA system are available in the internet. You can go through that and you start analyzing that one. So finally what we have did, we have seen all the data acquisition system, and also it is possible to using Python program, because now we have seen how many data are present here. There are a lot of data, a lot of means. This is only 8 days of data. Suppose you are having 1 year of data that containing, there are so many Excel sheet with a so many number of irradiation, energy import, energy export, DC input power, DC output power. There are so many data is available. So it is difficult to analyze this kind of data using normal Excel method. So that's why we are going for the Python programming. There are different software also, but Python is a open source. It is for everyone. So in Python model, you already know about the basics, already know the how to plot IV curve and all, and how to call a data from the Excel, and how to import that Excel data in a data frame, that and all we have seen. So now we what we can do, we can do the program. So let's suppose take I want to analyze one of the Excel data, or I want to analyze entire folder that containing the 1 year data. That is also possible using Python programming. This is vast in the Python programming. There will be so many data is available, and you can do enormous and lot of thing of analysis you can be done. So using this analysis you can get to know about the performance of the solar power plant. See how we can use Python programming to analyze the performance of the solar power plant. That is the main thing in this course. Thank you so much.